The symbolism and the substance of wanting Leon Panetta at the CIA and telling some people about it and not others. Rachel Maddow, kind enough to drop by a few minutes early tonight. Good evening, Rach.
Hi, Keith.
Senator Feinstein voted to confirm the Attorney General, Mr. Mukasey. There was only 6 Democrats who did that. She was one. She voted to let the telecom giants off the hook. She voted to modify FISA. She co-sponsored the bill that extended the Patriot Act. Are we beginning to perhaps understand some of the thinking that goes behind this construction that the Obama transition team might not have viewed her as an agent of change they could believe in?
You know, if Senator Feinstein had been appointed by Barack Obama to an oversight role, if she had been brought on as part of this new team, she and Rockefeller say, brought to Washington as part of the new Obama team to represent change from the Bush administration and the debacles of their intelligence years, then their rejection of this potential appointment of Leon Panetta at CIA would be a problem. It would be a real rebuke for Obama. But you know, instead, because Senator Feinstein and Senator Rockefeller were there throughout the intelligence community failures and intelligence community debacles and crimes of the Bush years, and they were in, nominally at least, in oversight roles during those years, I think their criticism here is more of a badge of honor than it is a problem for Obama.
Yeah, as you know, there are 2 completely contradictory meanings to the word oversight. Yeah. What Senator Feinstein said when President Bush nominated the infamous Porter Goss to run Central Intelligence, not a particularly good pick from anybody's point of view. The quote was, "I believe the president should have the prerogative to appoint who he wants to be the DCI or for any other senior position, subject only to the requirement that the person be qualified for the job." I mean, if that is what Senator Feinstein believed then, does that not apply to this president and this pick, or might that construction, again, that belief, be part of what went wrong inside the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence throughout the length of the Bush administration?
That may be the most interesting question here. I mean, just in terms of the contrast from the Bush years to the Obama years and Senator Feinstein's interest, I mean, I don't remember her going so far as to propose alternate candidates for the job the way she has sort of suggested with talking about keeping the #2 guy at the CIA on board if Panetta is chosen. So she's made these contrary suggestions for Obama's pick, but she didn't do that for Bush. But in the broader question about the politics of intelligence here, I mean, it may be that the politics around intelligence are a problem itself. It may be that the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence now is less of an overseer of the intelligence community than it is a junior partner. If you're on that committee, you get secret, closed-door information. You don't talk to your staff about it. You don't talk to your colleagues about it. We know from the Bush administration experience that you get asked to sign off on stuff. We don't even find out if you have signed off on stuff until after the fact. There's incredible deniability of any action that you take because it's all so secretive. I think there's a case to be made that congressional oversight in intelligence has been co-opted. There isn't any more congressional oversight. And so we should see the people who represented that change under the Bush administration as part of the problem, not part of the solution.
So ultimately, was that leak and the selection and the we're telling Wyden, we're not telling either Feinstein or Rockefeller, was that a message to those who supported that system you just described, and also a message specifically to Democrats who have collaborated, if you will, if that's not too strong a word, with George Bush over the last 8 years?
The history of intelligence debacles and criminality under the Bush administration, whether it's warrantless wiretapping or torture or imprisoning people without charges and saying it's legal because it's happening in another country, the history of that has almost been written. We await only the exciting conclusion of this chapter, which is, will there be prosecutions? And that history has been written, and the people who were in nominal oversight roles and didn't do their job, didn't blow the whistle, didn't rein in the intelligence community and their overseer and the people giving them direction from the White House during these awful years, they're on the wrong side of that history. And that's what this pick signifies, and that's why I think Dianne Feinstein and Rockefeller didn't get a heads up, and that's why I think it doesn't matter that they don't want Leon Panetta in there. They don't necessarily get a say here.
And at the trial, it'll all come down to what your definition of oversight is.
Yes.
Rachel Maddow, who will have much more in the meaning of the Panetta pick when we see her again at the top of the hour. Great thanks as always, Rachel.
Thank you, Keith.